The energy is shifting. Do you feel it? I feel it. I feel it big time this week. It's like the 4 a.m.ers, the dreaming women, all the people that were sort of activated or reactivated in November spiritually. We have been holding the door. We've been holding the light. We've been holding the information, the truth, the reality, all these different things. And there's just been, a lot of them are on YouTube and TikTok. And we're holding on. We're getting the violations. We're getting our videos taken down. We're dealing with it. We're hitting, getting everything hitting the fan. And I just want to say, first of all, this is my new crystal that I found outside by my car. It kind of looks like Stonehenge. I love it. It's very powerful, clear quartz. But anyways, I just want to say that if you feel a shift in the energy with what's happening in the United States and in the world right now, you're right, I think, because I feel it too. And a lot of other people in my lives do as well. And in my lives, like my lives here on TikTok and in my life. But I think that, and I described it being like, you're moving by yourself and you have the U-Haul truck and you have all the boxes and you're just exhausted because you keep carrying each box by yourself up the stairs to the third floor. There's no elevator. And you stop to take a break and you've got to do it. You're the one that has to do it. And you stop, take a break, and all of a sudden someone walks up to you and asks for a box, takes the box out of your hands and goes up the 3 flights of stairs and puts it in your new apartment. And then another person comes to get a box. And then another person comes to get a box. And then you realize you don't have to do this alone anymore. That's what I feel. That's what a lot of other people I think are feeling. There is a shift now that everyone is finally getting mad. Everyone is finally, and I've said all along that I feel like this is a time for Democrats, which I call blueberries. This is a time for the Democrats to find their voice and to find and also raspberries, also the Republicans. We're all meant to find our voice and realize this is everyone's country. This is everyone's right to have all of our, to be heard. It shouldn't just be certain people. They represent us. But if they're no longer representing us and they're not doing as we want them to do, and they've gone rogue for whatever reason, this is why we need to speak up. We need to find our voice and use our voice. And I feel like this has been a powerful time for that. And it's been a time of awakening, a time of finding personal power. And it's not just in America, it's everywhere. But America has needed the most because we've gotten kind of complacent at just like letting a few of the outgoing, whatever's, they're the ones that scream about stuff. Most of us are okay with everything. Now I think we're realizing, especially with Pluto moving into Aquarius, we all have to fight for each other. We have to fight for, it's the top versus the bottom. It's not left versus right. So we have to fight for each other, and we have to fight for the ones who can't fight, whether that's disabled people, that's children, elderly people in a hospital, people, animals, nature, like so many cannot fight for themselves. We have to fight for them. We can't let greed and selfishness take over. And that is what's happening. And that is horrific. And we're seeing now why it's so disgusting and why we can't let it happen. So we have to find our voice. We can't just say, wait, that shouldn't happen. We have to be like, that's not going to happen. I'm going to do something about it. And you have to find where you are in that. You may not even know. You might just need to just react from that place of passion and knowing. And that's great. And I love that. And I love that for all of us. And everyone is learning. I've been saying this all along, but we're all learning something during this time. Figure out what you're learning. I've been learning how to stand up for my energy and to like to be more public with it, because I've been speaking out on my social media on here, YouTube and TikTok. I've been speaking out about all my beliefs about this. My first video was November 6th about the contest being stolen. That was my first video, 2 days out, and by EM and Pootie. So look now where we are over 4 months later. We're pretty much spot on with that. So I'm psychic. It's not about that. I'm in a weird mood today. It's raining. I feel hyper. But I just want to say it's a good thing that it's shifting. So if you're part of the 4 a.m. club people and you're kind of feeling like you're tired and you just want to give up, that's okay. This is the time to take a break and let the other people come and get boxes. Let the other people come and get because we've been holding it down for 4 months. We've been out there like fighting for this for 4 months. And a lot of people thought we were crazy. A lot of people thought we were, oh yeah, we had to deal with all the MAGA nuts and all the craziness. And guess what? Now it's starting to come around. Now the contest stealing proof is coming out. Now the Kook LaRues in power are showing full Kook LaRue material. So finally what we have sensed and it's obvious to us, but it wasn't obvious to everybody else, I guess. So we've just had to kind of wait for everybody else to catch up and see things, and not passively wait, be actively waiting. And now it's catching on. It's catching on, like little fires are catching on here and there, with other countries fighting for themselves against us, which I completely support. Like, totally. Stand up for yourself. We have a lunatic running our country right now. Stand up for yourself. And also all the people in the country here, like, we're all realizing, this isn't okay. This is not okay. You cannot treat people like this. You don't take, funding away from children's cancer research or, veterans care. I mean, these are such obvious things that it's like, all right, so we're all waking up, and I think that's a good thing. So I just want to say that if you're feeling that, I want to validate that in you. And I know that tomorrow is the Veterans March. Actually, this whole weekend, we have the lunar eclipse tonight, full moon lunar eclipse tonight, tomorrow, overnight. And then Mercury in retrograde on Saturday. We have a lot of stuff coming up. So I think there's going to be a break in all of this at some point coming up. I can feel it. Can you feel it? What do you feel? Let me know. Put it in the comments. But I definitely feel it. And then I was woken up from a dream the other day, and I've never had this happen before, not to my conscious knowledge, and definitely not since November. And it said 23rd to the 26th. It was very strongly, and I woke up, and so I posted it somewhere. Oh, I posted on YouTube. 23rd to the 26th. I have no idea what that means. And then I do feel like this whole weekend's powerful too. And yeah, so I just want to share that with you and let you say hi to my new crystal. That was a gift from my guides. And stay strong, because I feel the corner is turning, and it might get a little messy. But at this point, the boil on the ass of America needs to pop. That sucker needs to pop, because we're all in a lot of pain. We're feeling it. It hurts. It sucks. Let it pop. Let it get messy. Let it get disgusting, because then we're going to clean it up, and then we're going to heal.